everybody, I'm Tom Vessel and welcome to my live GenCon 2018 preview. This is not going to be anything super fancy here. I'm just going to talk a little bit about GenCon, what you might expect from us at GenCon, and we're going to take a look at the entire Board Game Geek preview with 526 titles. 526 titles in an hour? I don't know if that's possible. We'll see how long this takes, but we're going to go through it as quickly as we can, and I'll just talk. But since it's live, if you have questions or stuff pertaining to GenCon, then I will answer those and talk about them there. So let's get started. We're going to jump here. So big props to Board Game Geek for making this GenCon 2018 preview. You can see here, you're seeing what I'm seeing on my screen. And we're going to be going through this list here. I should mention also that we are going to be, we have our own booth at GenCon. Our booth is, I always mess this up, so I got to make sure I get it right, 2835. We should have a big hanging dice tower sign so you can find us. Now, here's a couple reasons you want to stop by our booth. First of all, to meet us. Remember, you can always find all of us there, or at least the main cast of the Dice Tower. The full cast of Dice Tower will be there at various times throughout the show. The main cast of the Dice Tower is going to be there at the very beginning of each day, the first hour, and the last hour of each day. So you can come by and see us for sure, but we'll be there at various points throughout the day. Also, some of us will be taking turns. We'll be at the Jack Vassal Memorial Fund table, which will be outside the hall and just there promoting the Memorial Fund. So look for that too. So that's one reason to stop by our booth, is just to say hi to us. Two, if you're looking for promos and dice towers, and we have some dice tower pins. They're doing a new pin thing at GenCon where you go around and collect pins, and so we have 2 pins there. So come check those out, and you can get those. And we'll have some promos. Like I said, I think we have one new promo for one of the new Arcane Wonders games, so you'll be able to come by and get that. But, and this is exciting, maybe not exciting, you buy games at GenCon, right? I feel like lots of people buy games at GenCon. So here's what I'm going to have at my booth. I'm going to have baggies, 3x5s and 4x6. So come by. I'm not going to give you a ton of them, but we'll have a lot of them there. And if you need some bags for the games you just purchased and open, come by and get some 3x5 and 4x6 bags, because you need to keep your games bagged. I'll have some rubber bands there too, but no one's going to take those. So, because I know y'all don't like rubber bands, but that's fine. So many reasons to stop by our booth. Oh, we'll also have the Mega Dice Tower there, so come and there's a chance to win something. I'm going to make it a small chance, but there's a chance. Then we're going to have our GenCon show, our live show, which will be at 2 o'clock on Friday. There's still, I think, like a few hundred tickets left for that, so sign up and come to that. We have some really big announcements from game companies that are going to be there, and we have some a big announcement of our own from the Dice Tower. So we'll be making those, and a few other things you'll see there, some Q&A, a couple game shows, some stuff like that will be at that. I'm doing a seminar on Thursday about how to succeed in game media. Maybe I'll give you some of the tips and tricks and things that I've learned along the way, and I'll be doing a Q&A at that session also. So that's some of the stuff that will be there. You'll see us all over the place. If you see one of my camera people roaming around, say hi to them. Say hi to us. Stop me and say hi, unless you see me carrying a big stack of games, or if I'm having some food about to go in my mouth, then maybe not say hi to them. But the rest of the time, stop by and say hi. Let's see. So before we start through this list, let me see if there's any questions. No Secret Ball crossover podcast this year. No, that was something we did for a few years, and then Secret Ball wanted to do their own preview show, so we're just doing separate ones, but we're still friends and get along and all that. The Dice Tower still have the King of Tokyo Iron Rook promos. Not many. We only have a very, very few. We're bringing you a few to GenCon, but if you want to get those, then you're going to need to be like one of the first 10 people at the booth, because we don't have very many at all. Okay, so let's go through this list here. So this is the GenCon preview. Now, a lot of these are games that are like demo games. So what you can see here, and I don't think you guys can see my mouse. Yeah, can you? Yes, you can see my mouse, maybe. Anyhow, that's weird. Whose mouse is that? I see someone else's mouse on there. Oh, it's showing up in a different place than on the screen there. It's showing up in a different place than where I have it pointed. Well, who cares? Anyhow, so let's start here with a la carte games. They have What's for Dinner. This is a demo. I'm going to kind of just jump over the demos for the most part. I'm glad they're there. It's cool that you can demo games, but we're kind of looking for games that are available. Adam's Apples games here. Brewing USA, Elgin State. Now this Sword Crafters game, This is one that I had not heard of, really. Sam talked about this, so let's see if we can take a closer look at this one. We're going to jump over to Sword Crafters real briefly, and let's take a look at the pictures for this game. Oh, I see. That's okay. So you are actually building these pieces on a sword. Well, that's not a bad... I like the idea of this a lot. Is that an axe? Oh, no, that's just a sword handle. Huh. All right, well, cool. I like that idea. Yeah, that's certainly one I'm interested in now. Again, I hadn't heard much about it until Sam mentioned it. I guess I kind of passed over it, but that's a cool cover, and I like the whole idea here. Now let's go to AEG. It's funny, they're called Alderic Entertainment Group, but I don't think anyone calls them that anymore. Everyone calls them AEG. AEG is kind of an odd company. They're big hits, L5R. They sold to Fantasy Flight, and so they're kind of moving into a new direction here with different things. But we have The Captain is Dead Lockdown. This is the second version of The Captain is Dead. Basically, you're different crew members on a ship. Boom, captain died. So the rest of you just have to get the ship to safety now with bad guys attacking you and stuff like that. I enjoyed it. I'm kind of surprised there's a second edition of it, which is I think it's second edition and expansion, I think. Greedy Kingdoms. This is English first edition. I think someone on our group has reviewed that one already before AEG got it. Magical Treehouse. Well, that looks interesting. I like the idea of treehouse. Those look like amazing tree houses there. Scorpius Freighter. That's just for demo. The new Smash Up. Oops, you did it again. And I like this one because it comes with cowboys, samurai, Egyptians, and Vikings. Yay, cowboys. Vikings will be fun too because you'll be able to say Ghost Vikings. I do think, for me personally, whenever I was like, oh, what kind of cool combos, and I always think Ghost, even though Ghost is probably, if I lined up all the factions, it's in my bottom 10 factions of Smash Up. And yet I always think, ooh, Ghost something. Maybe Zombie Vikings. All right, now this one I'm interested in is Smash Up the Bigger, Geekier Box. I want this too because it's a huge box. I like the picture on the cover here. I like the fact that it's going to hold everything. The other one held everything too, and the other ones would still hold stuff, so it's kind of weird to making another one, except they're probably going to make this one. There's a comprehensive rule book included, and that I'm interested in. Trainmaker is the English edition. It came out in 2012. I know nothing about that one. It does not look interesting, but it might be fun. And then War Chest. War Chest, I had them, they showed this to me at GenCon. This is like a poker chip style game with an abstract strategy type feel to it. It reminded me a little bit of the Duke strategy game, but the components for this one are really cool, and so I'm pretty pumped about War Chest. Rise of Queensdale. This is Aaliyah's, or Ravensburger really, is I think where it's going to be at. Their big release there. We've been playing through Queensdale, having a lot of fun going through it and testing it out. We're not finished with Queensdale yet, but we went through enough to be able to do initial review for you all. And I think I can say if you like Charterstone, you will like the Rise of Queensdale. Oh yeah, someone said $40 for a box. Yeah, it's a big box, but I think it comes with more than that, so let's find out. Smash Up the Bigger, Geekier Box. Okay. Blah, 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 blah. It comes with the rule book and dividers that name every faction made thus far, so you get all the dividers. And it has foam bricks. Yeah, okay. I thought it came with the, oh yeah, the Geeks and Smash Up All-Stars faction. So there's 2 factions in it with their bases. So yeah, I could still see how people might think it's too expensive. But you know what? It's going to sell anyway. It'll probably sell out, I would imagine. All right, on Comma Games. So first we have Boof Ball. Action Point Allowance. I know nothing about that one. Let's take a look at that one. Brothers. I know nothing about that one. Dino Party. Well, that looks fun. Henhouse Havoc and Kingdom Run. All right, so let's take a look here. We'll take a look at Boof Bowl. Let's take a look at the pictures here of this one. Ah, what? That's going to sell based just on that picture there. Is that really what it comes with? That's pretty neat. Oh, is this the same people? These are the same people who make, yeah, whatever that game is. Oh, wow. That's cute. Oh, people are going to love these. All right. Well, that's definitely one people are going to want. And let's take a look at Brothers. Well, this is a real letdown after seeing. This looks like an abstract strategy game of placing tiles. All right, fine. Let's go back to the Booth Bowl game. All right, let's move down. Oh, man, that's pretty neat. I see all that stuff, though. Ape Games. All right, so Ape Games has MOA. I reviewed MOA. I didn't think MOA was that fantastic, but I think a lot of people will like it. It's a Martin Wallace game. I just felt a little shackled by it. It felt a little constrictive to me. Petrichor is a really neat game about raindrops and thunderclouds. It has a really unique style. It has a unique theme, I guess, and it's an area control game. I thought it was pretty cool. Rice Dice. I like the name of Rice Dice. This is certainly one I want to get my hands on. I think this is basically Spirits of the Rice Paddy. I think this is its own game, though. And then, oh, they're only demoing it. Oh, okay, never mind then. But that's cool. Arcane Wonders. Well, of course, I'm going to say Arcane Wonders. You should check out Critical Mass. And you can get one of these two sets. You're like, ooh, which set should I get? Well, I personally like this set better, the Rajin versus Archon. But I like the other one too. I think they're both a lot of fun. And so you know, instead of, I do like that they're split like this. So instead of paying $50 for one big box game, you can pay $25, try out the game. If you like it, get the other two. Good Critters. This one, folks, is one of the games to not miss. This is the re-theming of Tief Taschen, which is a game I loved. So this is both of these. So we got two Dice Tower Essential games releasing here, and you definitely are going to want to go through and check those out. Onitama, Way of the Wind, first edition. This is I gotta stop reading this first edition because they probably all say that. This is a new expansion for Onitama. They told me about this expansion last year, and I haven't seen much more of it. And then you can also demo the Ruby game, and Senshi game was there. I thought Senshi was okay at best. All right, jumping down to Ares game. Battlestar Galactica Starship Battles. That's a demo, but you know a lot of people are going to be checking it out. Master of the Galaxy. Now this one sounds a little bit like Race for the Galaxy, Master of the Galaxy, or He-Man has a game. Let's take a look at the picture here. Well, there's a lot of cubes. Huh. Well. Oh, they put Explore, Expand, Exploit, Exterminate. They put on the cover. I can always remember now that it's a 4X game. How convenient. I don't know much about this one. We'll have to wait and see till it comes out, really. Nightmarium, that's demoing. Sword and Sorcery. They have a new expansion for that. Two new expansions for that. This one here, the demo Wings of Glory, I think a lot of people are going to want to check that one out. All right, Artana, Speakeasy Blues, English First Edition. I hope this one's good, but I gotta say, this cover here is not really, for me, it's not doing the game any favors. Like, the image of a woman exhaling, I don't know, it's just, blah. Maybe it's because I'm not a big fan of smoking, right? But that cover does not make me want to play the game. Now, Daryl Andrews did it. It's a dice, looks like a dice placement game and stuff. So maybe the thing is, but I don't like that cover art at all. So hopefully that doesn't hurt the sales of the game too much, but maybe the game itself is good. All right, Asmati Games. Let's see, as an expansion for Motainai, which a lot of people like. I am not one of them. And then a bunch of these demos here. B&B Game Studios. They have Highlander, The Duel, and Noises at Night. I really like the artwork here for Noises at Night. So let's take a look at that one first. It's a 15-minute deduction game for 4 players. Huh. Well, that looks fun. I don't know if that's any good or not, but that looks fun. I like the pictures here of that. And oh, Crossmasters. I guess I should be paying attention to the commentary. Crossmasters is the company that other game looked like that I couldn't think of. Highlander, The Duel. Well, the last... I don't know. This one's not... This one is not calling my name. To be fair, I'm not a huge Highlander fan. I know, I'm sorry, but still, I don't know. All right, Backspindle Games are just demoing a couple games, Morn Quest and Ninja Squad. Oh, I did see Morn Quest, though, at UK Games Expo, and I did like how it looked. Bezier Games is doing One Night Who Cares, One Night Ultimate Werewolf Legacy. Oh, that's being sold there. Okay, that's interesting. It'll be interesting to see how this one works. I have to say I have my doubts. I have a hard time believing that Werewolf and Legacy can and should mix. But I'm willing to be proven wrong on it, so I'll definitely check it out. The new Deluxe Werewords, that'd be nice to see. And then this one, I played the new Whistle Stop Rocky Mounts expansion, and I really like it. I really like it. I wouldn't play Whistle Stop without it, actually. Fortune City from Big Fun Games. So let's see here. Oh, someone said I have 3,000 Board Game Geek messages. It gives you anxiety. That's big. I always have to remember to. Once every year or so, I go in and delete them all. They just go directly to my email. That's why I always respond through them through my email server. I never respond to them through Board Game Geek, which is why they're there. I never read them up there. All right, let's take a look here at Fortune City. It's adapted from a smartphone game, it says. For some reason, this has a very, very Japanese look to it, but maybe it's Chinese, not Japanese, it looks like. Okay. I'm not opposed to trying this one out. Looks a little small. Like it looks like a bigger game that they shrunk down. We'll have to find out. All right, let's jump down here to Big G Creative. This is a new company, I think. So they have 4 different games here, I think. Yeah, 4 games. Bob Ross, Happy Little Accidents. That will sell because people like Bob Ross. The Brady Bunch. This is a deduction game, it says here. So that sounds interesting. Home Alone game and Monster Crunch. These are... Oh, the Breakfast Battle game? Okay, I like that one a lot. Although I'm seeing like everyone, basically it looks like they're all from the same Count Chocula versus Booberry versus Frankenwood Pebbles, and I don't even know who the Mummy and the Wolf are. Is that a cereal I've never had? Well... All right, well, I never had those cereals. I only ever had the other ones. But that's interesting. But is it a good game, I guess we're going to wonder. I do like that picture of the game. That's interesting. All right. Big Potato, Weird Things Humans Search For. So they showed this one to me at UK Games Expo. Essentially, they'll be like, the best thing about France is, and then you have to guess what people search for. Some of the things you'll never guess. They're just weird stuff. And so... It's a silly game. I think it'll be funny for a while, but it is a one-time use game because you'll probably remember the cards the second time you go through. Blue Orange Games. Blue Lagoon. That's a great game. I really liked it. Check it out, a review. King Domino, Age of Giants. And Z reviewed this one. One of the things that we really want to point out that Z told me was that this is also an expansion for Queen Domino. It's really weird that that's not on the box. And Scarabia. Which I can see right over there on the shelf. Z is going to be playing that one, I'm sure, because it's a Katala Blue-Orange game. Come on now. Brain Games, Ice Cool 2. Definitely one. Huh. I missed Ice Cool 2 the first time I went through this list. Because I made a list that's going live today, I think, or tomorrow. I'm not sure when it goes live, of 15 games I've already played that you should check out. I did not put Ice Cool 2 on that list, and I should have, because it's a really cool game. Orc Olympics. My review of Orc Olympics, did that go up last week? Yeah, it did. That's a pretty cool little game. And Pike Coco. This is one that, where is this game? Maybe Sam or Z has it, because this is one of those games, a trick-taking game that looked really interesting that I wanted to try out. And Pyramid of the Penguin, which I reviewed. It's a fun little like one verse all type game with magnets. It's a remaking of an older game, Fluke de Mummy or something like that. All right, Brain Games with an E. Is there really 2 Brain Games? Brain Games and Brain Games with an E. Well, they just have a demo, so who cares? Breaking Games has two big games going up here. We have Expansity, which I love. It's a fun city building game with really cool pieces. That cover is cool. Everything about Expansity looks really neat. And then Rise of Tribes, which Sam really likes. And you'll see the Miami Dice review where me and Sam take a look at it today. I may have a slightly different opinion on it, but then again, I think a lot of people are going to enjoy Rise of Tribes. Those are two big games for Breaking Games. Breaking Games usually does smaller games, so to see these ones come is pretty interesting. Oh yeah, someone here said the wolf is Fruit Brute and the mummy is Yummy Mummy. I don't think I ever had those cereals. And what three games do you think will be the fastest to sell out day one at GenCon? As we go through, I'll point out ones that I think will sell really fast. I think, so far I haven't seen one I think that will be like a super fast sellout, although Rise of Tribes might be one. Rise of Tribes might sell well, we'll see. Brotherwise Games was mostly made Boss Monster, so they have a new Boss Monster thing, and then they have Call to Adventure, which is a different kind of game. Endeavor is just there for demo from Burnt Island Games. Calliope Games is going to have Capital City, the game store. This is an expansion for base game. Oh, it's an expansion for Capital City. Oh, I liked Capital City. That was a fun game. Dicey Peaks, the Yeti. Everyone Loves a Parade. Well, not the people whose houses it walks in front of. Hive Mind. The Mansky Caper. Menu Masters, Tofu. Is this just a, yeah, this is just a promo. Roll for It. Running with the Bulls. They're making a lot of promos for these games. Ship Shape. That's just being demoed. Spymaster, a lot of demos. Shutterbug. That's an expansion for Shutterbug. All right, Capstone Games. Carthago. Carthago is on our shelves. I can see it right there. This is a game that Capstone has told me that I will like. Oh, I guess I should like put these, I should be marking these. Well, it's too late to do that now. Well, we'll start here. So I'm interested. No, I don't want to do that because some of these games I already have. Anyway, Carthago looks pretty neat. So either me or Z is going to give that one a try. Catalyst. Of course, they're known for Shadowrun and Battletech, so you'll see a lot of that stuff there. But they got more stuff for Dragonfire. That'll make Z happy. And Shadowrun Sprawl Ops. This is a dice rolling game. I saw a little bit of it, I think, at Origins, so I'm kind of curious to see what that one's going to be like. Is Fruit Ninja the first mobile app to have a board game version created for it? It is not. There have been other ones for Vikings Gone Wild, I think, is one. Founders of Gloomhaven. I think this one will sell out, period, just because it has the word Gloomhaven in the title, and Isaac has a really good track record right now. So that one I think will do well. And it has nothing to do with Gloomhaven, just in case you haven't heard. I've opened it up and looked at it. I'm going to probably play it this Saturday. Looks like a heavier tile-laying type game. And then they'll have a demo of the new expansion for Gloomhaven, which I'm sure a lot of people will like. Cheap Ass Games has Girl Genius The Works for demo, and then the Island of Dr. Lucky. So this is a new version of Dr. Lucky. Dr. Lucky is a game in which takes place in a house, and you're all walking through the house trying to kill Dr. Lucky. This one here looks like you're doing it on an island. I don't know how much change there is. I don't know if it's a completely different game. We'll find out. The expansions for Too Many Bones. I would imagine these will sell out, depending on how many they bring in. Looks like there's 4 different ones here. Undertow, I think, is the big one, right? The other ones look like they're just... Oh, wait, this Too Many Bones 40 Days in Delore is a different game. That's a cooperative play... No, wait. No, it's an expansion for Too Many Bones. All 4 of these are. But this one here, the big one, which I think is a standalone one, this is the one I think that's going to, people are going to run for. All right, jumping down to Simon, who right now has thrilled me by announcing Project Elite. It's kickstarting later this year. Instant back. I love Project Elite. Project Elite, the biggest problem with Project Elite was the bad miniatures. That will no longer be a problem with Simon. Very excited about this one. Council of 4. This is a great game. I like it a lot. Check out my review. Dragon Castle, great game. Check out our review. Gizmos, great game. Check out our review. This next one here, I have not played it. They were demoing it at CMON, but I didn't have a chance to see it. But I don't know much about it. Newton. This is a game I've not heard much about, and it's for sale there. We haven't got a copy of this one. Let's look at the board. All right. Looks good. Who's the designers? Nestor Mangzone and ooh. Man, I want to get a copy of Newton. All right, I like that. I like those designers, so that's neat. Railroad Inc., red version and blue version. These are roll and move type games. Song of Fire and Ice, that will be there, and Way of the Panda. So CMON has a lot of stuff. I don't know that they have anything that people will be running for, but I think Gizmos might sell out because Gizmos will do really well. Coffee Cake Gaming. Welcome to the jungle. That's just there for a demo. And Copper for All Games has a game called Pigment. This is the English 2nd edition. I don't know that I've ever seen or heard of Pigment. Let's take a look. That picture's not doing anything for me. But maybe it looks better in person. There's a lot of cubes, colors. I mean, I'm assuming it's another game about colors, but there already is some about that. This one just looks smaller. All right, Cranio Creations. Their location's 2005. Oh, they have their own booth this year. I don't remember Cranio Creations being here in years past. All right, anyhow. Barrage, they're demoing Jungle Race. Pink, this is another roll and move type game. And Walls of York, they're just demoing that. Cryptozoic, DC Deck Builder, DC Spyfall. So if you like Spyfall, but you wanted a fun theme on it, there's that. A new version of Epic Spell Wars of the Battle Wizards Panic at the Pleasure Palace. Probably not a game I'm going to play. But this one almost made my top 10. Pantone. I'm pretty excited about Pantone. I like the idea of this one where you're taking different color swaths, like the things you would get at the hardware store when you're trying to get a paint, and you are using those to get people to guess a character. I think it's a pretty cool idea. I saw a little bit of it. This is certainly one that I'm definitely wanting to check out. More Rick and Morty stuff. Yeah. All right, Check Games Edition as an expansion for Adrenaline. And the big code names, and a new version of Pictomania, which is a party game designed by Vladishvato. Diverse has Nexus. They're just demoing that. All right. Daily Magic Games has Crabs. Now this is kind of an interesting one for me that they're doing this Crabs game. This is the English 1st edition. Let me quick look this one up. And the reason this one is a little surprising to me is because Daily Magic is known for just beautiful games. This one's not. I mean, I'm not going to say that the artwork is bad. It's just okay. This doesn't look like a Daily Magic game. Their artwork is usually gorgeous. They did this one with Moadius, I believe. It's designed by Shane007. Guess he likes James Bond. Or is that 009? 007. No, it's 007. Now, back to the ones that I am interested in. Horizons is certainly one that I'm very, very excited about. And even though I don't think the Crabs one looks fantastic, this one does. This one looks amazing. Look at these cards here. That's just really neat. Can we get a closer look at the cards? Yeah. I really like this. This is cool artwork. That looks like an alien race I haven't seen before. Oh, look at these guys. They look like rock monsters. And it doesn't look complicated, right? It just looks like you do things and you get resources. But man, that's some pretty neat artwork. I could just spend a while looking at this artwork. Ooh, these guys look a little freaky. Political Hive. Commerce Hive. Are they eating that guy or trading with that guy? I'm not quite sure. Yeesh. I don't want to mess with the Hive. Yeah, see, I want to get this game just based on how cool it looks. But the game itself looks good. Let's see if I can find a picture of the game. Well, here's It just shows some cubes and stuff, so. Is there a full version of the game somewhere? Maybe this. Yeah, I don't know. But I mean, again, it doesn't look like much of this. Might be a demo version of it, etc. But I'm telling you, that just is, the cover looks great. I like this whole thing. They also have an expansion there. Sailing Toward Osiris. I like that one. That's one that I'll be talking about soon. With an expansion. And let's see, Dastardly Design has Indictment. I don't know what that means. Shows the country being split in half. Demo. All right, well, let's move on. Days Wonder has Ticket to Ride New York. That's interesting. I'm curious, like, how many people will be running to the Days of Wonder booth to play New York. I mean, the game is available everywhere. Already, so we'll see. Maybe they'll demo some of their upcoming stuff. Deepwater has Hanami Coat, whatever this game is that Sam loves. Sovereign Skies they're demoing, and then Welcome To. This is one that's been getting a lot of pre-buzz. A lot of people played it. It's not that expensive. It's another one of those roll and write style games, but it's been, a lot of people have been talking about this one, so I expect this one to do well. Devil Pig Games is Warhammer 40,000 Heroes of Black Reach, which Sam will be running for because he likes that a lot. It's basically, this is the Heroes of Normandy setup using a Warhammer 40K universe as the theme. Devious Weasel Games will be selling Dur the Lesser Houses, also known as one of the most boring titles for a game ever. It's a bluffing hand management game. Let's take a look at some pictures. It looks pretty nice and meh. Looks better. It looks better when it's all put together like that. Well, I guess we'll have to see on that one. Man, talk about a name that just doesn't even sound like it fits the name of that company, Devious Weasel. Like, well, whatever. I'm hoping it's good. Druid City Games will be there. People will be buying their stuff that's already out, but they'll be demoing Title Blades. DV Jochi. Now, I'm interested in both of the games here. Deckscape, of course, here is a escape room type game that me and Z are both excited about. Catalyst here is a card drafting set collection game. So let's jump and take a look at this one. Is there no other pictures other than the cover? Is that the only picture? Whew! That's not a lot to go on there, DV. Guy looks kind of cool. Like half steampunk, half lightning, half... Is he being friendly? Is he being threatening? Is he showing off? I think he's showing off. It's like a party. I'm interested in that one. I just need to know more about it. All right, Eggertspiel, which is part of Plan B Games. So here they have Coimbra, great game. Check out my review. Here we have Victory and Glory Napoleon, $80. Whoo! This is a campaign battle card driven Napoleonic war game. Not for everybody, but I think some people are going to like that. Elf Creeks is demoing Atlantis Rising, which is an old cooperative game that we enjoyed. I think we did a Miami Dice in that one. And then End of the Trail. This is available for demo games with sales. Oh, you can go to Thunder Griff booth and get the game there. Emperor S4 is demoing a couple games. Escape Velocity is demoing a couple games. This Robotech Brace for Impact, that one's interesting. Fireside Game has Grackles, as was pointed out to me when I opened it up. I thought it was called Crackles. That's very, I don't know how I missed it, that G was a C. But this one looks good from the inside. And Remnants, both these games look really interesting. So both coming from Fireside Games. Floodgate Games has some demos, blah, blah, blah. News at 11. So this is a storytelling game. And the expansion for Sagrada. That's one people are going to run for. All right, so Sagrada, 5 to 6 player expansion. Definitely one I think that people will go through. Forbidden Games has a couple demos, and then Railroad Rivals. Raccoon Tycoon. That's like a tongue twister. Raccoon Tycoon. Anyway. And then Railroad Rivals. This one's going to be for sale. A wood tile game. I think they showed this off on our streaming we did at Origins. Let's take a look and see. Woo, certainly there's a lot of pieces in this game. Looks good. Fast-paced tycoon style game. Looks like a stock market game too. All right, well, we'll certainly want to give this one a whirl. I like the idea of it. Formal Ferret Games, also known as The Networks. He has other games, and he has the High Rise there, but they have the new expansion for The Networks. You'll be able to get executives and more executives. I guess more executives looks like it's just a tiny little thing. Executives is going to add more stuff to The Networks, a game about making your own TV station. Foxmind has a game called Potion, which is going to be for sale for $10. That's really cheap. What is this game going to look like? Oh, it looks like it actually comes in a bottle. Is that the case? Huh. It looks like one of those vitamin bottles, doesn't it? And then with some dice. Are those sticker dice? It's hard to tell. With some tokens. It's not a lot, but hey, it's $10. Well, that one might be one to check out. FunWiz has sports dice. Is that the game I have over there? I got some sports dice games. Gale Force 9. All right, the people usually run for Gale Force 9, but we see we got Aliens, Doctor Who, Firefly. This is all demo stuff. Where's what they're actually selling? No. Gale Force 9 can't have nothing for sale. I call Balderdash. They're going to have something for sale there. That's new. We'll find out. Game and a Curry. Judge Dredd. And then, yeah, Diamonds. Yeah! This is a deck pool building game. I like the name of it. Yeah, Diamonds. Okay, well, I'm less interested in how that looks. A bunch of arrows pointing at stuff. Maybe you have to figure out which one has the diamonds underneath it. Who knows? Game One Games. The Tiny Epic folks are going to have Tiny Epic Defenders. The second edition, the Dark War, that will do well in Tiny Epic Zombies. These two right here, the new expansion for the new expansion for Tiny Epic Defenders and Tiny Epic Zombies, I'm sure will both do extremely well. Games adults play. Yeah, well, it's okay, whatever. Toss Salad. That's an acting game. And True Colors. I already told you guys about True Colors. Those are my top 10 and Sam and Z. Here's my comment. You have to play with the right crowd, but if you do, everyone can have a great time. Some of our folks figured out that if you lie, you can easily break the system, but as long as everyone agrees to be as honest as they can, the game is very fun, but also super mean. Games Workshop will be there, demoing Blitz Bowl, a dice rolling game. Kill Team, Warhammer 40,000 Kill Team. This one's going to be for sale. I don't think we've gotten this one. I don't know what this is. Is it just... Well, let's look. We definitely haven't gotten this one. The game is Skirmish Combat. So how is this different? They're starting to confuse me with all these skirmish games that they have, like the Necromunda and... I mean, isn't Warhammer 40K already a bit skirmishy? Well, that's not helpful. They're just showing the cover of the thing. Game Right Games has Cahoots, Forbidden Sky. Okay, this one's going to sell out. Sell out. I'm calling it now. You're going to need to run to get Forbidden Sky. I mean, it's been 5 years since Forbidden Desert came out. Definitely. Sneaky Cards 2, Squirmish. I want to see Warhammer 40K Squirmish Edition. And Trash Pandas, that was one of the ones on Sam's list. Genius Games is going to be demoing Subatomic, but they also have their games. You should check them out. I like their science games. Gigamic has Chaosmos, which I think is poorly named considering there already is a Chaosmos with a CH, but whatever. Let's take a look at the board for this one. It's a speedy game of tile placement. Looks like a really, really light game. Let's see here. No, Trevin, it is not worse. I eat tossed salad every day, so whatever. Guildmaster Unfair Expansion. I thought Unfair Expansion. Oh, they just announced it. It's on Kickstarter right now. That's why I remember talking about it. Crisscross from Grail Games. This one's been getting some buzz. Again, Roll and Write is obviously the thing right now. Kashmar's a good game. You want to check that one out. And Yell and Yangtze. This will be another one I think people will run for because it's a big Reiner Knizia game. Grand Gamers Guild has the Artemis Project they're demoing, and Lucky's. Oh, that's it. Okay. Great Northern Games has Lucky's Misadventures. Oh yeah, I saw this one. This one kind of cracks me up a little bit. Lucky. Oh, I remember when this was on Kickstarter and I talked about it because I remember thinking the artwork didn't match. Like the artwork didn't match. Like, see Lucky there, and that Pumpkin Ted. That artwork does not match the Scarecrow Timon and the lion on the top. And it doesn't match this artwork. I don't like the idea of the that there. Hang on. All right, let's see here. Greater Than Games is doing The Legend of Sleepy Hollow. They're just demoing that. And in the new Sentinels of the Multiverse, they're demoing that. Greenbrier Games has the Barbarian Battleground, so that's kind of silly there. So some people are going to like that. Champions of Hera, and a bunch of demos there. You know, last year, people were running for the Greenbrier Games, so they're new games, so there's that. Gray Fox Games has Bushido they're demoing. City of Gears demoing. I thought City of Gears was going to be for sale there. Huh. Maybe I'm wrong. Well, it's coming out soon, so people will be excited about that. Multi-Universum, Pocket Mars. Played Pocket Mars. It was okay. Super Hot. I still haven't played Super Hot because apparently the rule books that for it is really incomprehensible. The pre-Gray Fox one. I heard the Gray Fox one makes it better. Hava has a couple games here. Dragon's Breath, that's the one I believe that one won the Kinderspiel. Have I reviewed that one yet? I have not reviewed that, so I need to get to that one. The Hear Me's, that one's sitting over there. I need to get that one played. Heidelbar has Tags and Volt. They're just demoing. Volt's great. I know I'm not talking about demos much, but Volt from Emerson, I'm looking forward to the new edition. Tags. Oh, that's interesting. I don't know much about this one. Let's take a look here at Tags. And I don't think I'm going to get this done in an hour because I'm still at the H things here. Oh, this is that party game. Yeah, okay. This is nothing that's that new. Where basically you're putting marbles in. I saw Tags already. I forgot about this one. Where you're going to be able to, you're just trying to guess, pick something that starts with a letter in a different category and things like that. And so you'll put marbles there. I'm not sure what all the marbles mean exactly, but that's one I'm certainly interested in. Helvetic, this one here, Kariba, Z just said that one was really, really good. Roadkill, we haven't opened that one yet. Team Up, I've just done a review of that one. And Top Spin, I have not done that one, but I've looked at it. Hit him with a shoe! Okay, so the first game is called Bee Lives. We will only know summer, right? It's about bees. So the company is Hit him with a shoe. Great, that's hilarious. Are all your games going to be about insects? Well, whatever. Rallyman, the new Rallyman from Holy Grail Games. Homo Sapiens. Oh, Dice Fishing. I did a review of this one. You want to check that one out. Galaxy Wrestling Federation. I have this game somewhere. I have not played this one yet. That's one I want to check out because he showed it to me and it looks hilarious, actually. Hub Games is a demo. Hurricane Games is a demo. Yellow. All right, what's Yellow got? Well, they got the King of Tokyo monster pack, and I know they'll sell a lot of these because people like new monsters, and so do I. Anubis, this looks great. I like the monster packs because they usually add some sort of little rule that you can play, like Cthulhu added cultists, and King Kong added a tower that you could all climb up. So we'll see what this one adds, but I usually like that sort of thing. The Legend of the Cherry Tree that blossoms every 10 years is out, and Raids will be there. And Raids has been getting some pretty good early reviews. I haven't seen it yet. I don't think we've gotten a copy of it here at the Dice Tower because Sam's interested in this one because it's the Vikings, of course. Don't Mess with Cthulhu Deluxe. I played this one. I actually enjoyed it. I thought it was kind of an interesting... It feels like it's a very fragile game to me, this role selection one, but Z likes it and did some reviews on it. Exodus Paris Nouveau. I did a review of this one earlier. This is a new kind of deduction game. It's team versus team, and I thought that was a pretty fun setup. Japanime games, let's see. Cartooner, Drawing Comics. Kamigama Battles of the Nine Realms. Yeah, I got like zero interest in that. Love Battle High School, that's, yeah, okay. Come on. Blah, 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 blah. Yeah, it's too bad because, yeah, there's like no games on here. Maybe the Cartooner one, but none of the rest of the games have any interest for me. Jelly Bean games, yay! Ninjutsu, I really liked Ninjutsu. It was a lot of fun. It was a little bluffing style game. I thought it was fun. Show and Tile. This is one that I have at my home and I plan to play as soon as possible with my family, where you're basically making pictures out of tangram tiles, which is cool. The Crows. Tyler Sigmund's Crows. I don't know anything about this one. This is an abstract game from a company called Junk Spirits. I pronounce it Exodus Paris Nouveau. Okay, cool. Well, I learned that now. The cover's not so bad for this. This definitely has a different look than many games. Let's see if we can get a closer one. It's dark, but that doesn't mean it's bad. That's interesting. I hope it's a good abstract game just because it has a different feel and a look for it. Keymaster Games has Caper and Space Park. I don't know anything about either of these. This is a Destinations Across Our Galaxy style game. This is a Recruit Thieves. Well, there's a lot of games about that these days. I like the artwork in Caper, that's for sure. That looks good. All right. Yeah, I like this. This is not bad. This is interesting. The Colonel, the Cleaner, the Actress. I hope that one's good just because I like the look of it. All right, Kids Table is going to be demoing Wreck Raiders, which is too bad because I'm pumped about that one. And Haunt the House will be for sale. There's a Push Your Luck one, so looking forward to trying that one out too. Colossal Games will be demoing Combo Fighter. Go check that one out. I played Combo Fighter, and it was actually a fast, fun little game. Drop It. This one's kind of a surprise me that it's even listed on this list because I feel like this one's been available in stores for a long time now. It's been available in stores since May at least, but it's on the list. That's good. The new Exit games, we reviewed those. Deadman on Orient Express is possibly my favorite Exit game so far. Sunken Treasure is good, but it's very, very basic. And the new, I was about to get excited, the new expansion for Imhotep, but it's just demoing those. Lost City Rivals and Mercado and Word Slam Family. My review of Lost City Rivals will be going up next week. But in fact, I'm going to be reviewing it. I'm going to be recording a review of that today. So that's a very interesting game. I was like, is this going to be different than Lost Cities? The whole Lost Cities name is confusing because there was Lost Cities and then Lost Cities the board game and then Lost Cities the card game based on the board game. This feels like it's something completely new. So check out my review when it comes out. Dragoon from Laywaste Games. Go check out Laywaste Games. Why? Because they're at booth 2831, which if you notice is really close to 2835, which is where we are. And they have a new game called Human Era. Level 99 has two new games, Temporal Odyssey, which we just got, so I haven't had any chance to look at that one yet, and Professor Treasure's Secret Sky Castle, an action programming modular board game. I like level 99 stuff most of the time. Libeled has Shadows Amsterdam. Ooh, this one looks nice. 500 copies of it ahead of its official debut at Spiel. Oh, I really like the look of this one. That looks fun. This one looks really nice. This looks like computer-generated graphics, but it looks cool. I like the art. I like the idea of it. All right, well, that's cool. Maybe that one will sell it fast, but it hasn't got a ton of buzz, so I don't know. Lone Shark Games has the Ninth World, a skill-building game. They're at 27.35, which is really close to us because we're at 28.35. They're right across the aisle from us. And the new Thornwatch English edition. These are two very big games. I've played the Ninth World. That one I'll review that in a few weeks. I've not played Thornwatch yet, but looking forward to it. Lookout Games has Peep Mats. That's weird. Lookout Games? Aren't they underneath Asmodee now? Looney Labs has Anatomy Flux. They're demoing Fairy Tale Flux. They have Firefly Flux Expansion, Flux the Creeper Pack, Get the MacGuffin, Mary Engelbright Lunacy. They're demoing. Oh, that's her artwork. Okay, just Flux, 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 and Zendo. Oh, that's just more rules. But hey, I like more stuff for Zendo. All right. Lucky Duck Games, The Chronicles of Crime. I've heard very, very good things about this one, but they're only demoing it. Fruit Ninja is going with me tonight to gaming. Maybe it will get played. Jetpack Joyride is on Kickstarter right now. That's also getting very good feedback. And Vikings Gone Wild, I reviewed this expansion. It's really, really well done. Museum is not available for sale yet, which is too bad because I'm excited about this, but you can go demo it. Same thing with Treasure Island from Matago. Blocus Duo from Mattel looks boring with black and white, but whatever. Creepy Cellar. Ooh, Ghost Fight and Treasure Hunters has an expansion. I missed this first time through. That's neat. What does it add? Let's look at the picture here in the back of the box. The Ghost King has arrived. I wonder if they added the thing that they added in the... Okay, I like that. That looks cool. The Creepy Cellar expansion. Spirits of the Wild, a set collection game, Trailmazer, and Voltage. Wow! They brought back Voltage. You can see I have my review right here that you can see. I didn't think the game was that great to bring back a Voltage. You see, is that my ranking there? A 6, I think. Bad Doctor from Mayday Games, they're selling that one, Cahoots, and Poetry Slam. Poetry Slam was being sold at Origins, but I don't think we snagged a copy of that. I haven't seen that one. Symphony Number 9, this was one of my top 10. I'm pretty pumped about this one, just mostly because of the theme. I like the idea of recruiting musicians. All right, we're halfway through. Woof, we got to move it. Monolith is demoing Batman, so their booth will be crowded. Now, this may be one of the games that people run for. Now, this is my number one game that I'm interested in. It's in my hands, though, so I won't be running for it. I'm taking it tonight. Folks, wow. This game is, did I do an unboxing of it? Or did I just open it? I think I just opened it. I don't think we did a daily unboxing of it. Too bad, sorry. Because I want to get this one reviewed as soon as possible. We're talking Mechs vs. Minions level of production. It is beautiful. New Experience Workshop is demoing on their merry way. Reef will do really well, even though you can get it in a lot of places. People will be buying Reef. North Star is selling the Dude. It's the game where you say Dude. Funky Chicken, Monster Mash, Most Wanted. This game just came out. Just coming out there. I just did a review of that one. It's like a family poker style game. Just Being Me says, my list is up to $1,200 of one, and that doesn't even count the demos. Oh, trim it back. Don't get that many. Say Anything 10th anniversary. That one I'm very interested in. I love Say Anything, so I'm excited to see it come back. Say Anything Uncensored, whatever. That seems kind of weird to me because Say Anything was already a game where you literally could write down anything you want. So if you wanted to play a quote-unquote dirty game, you could. I guess this one just asks questions that are deliberately geared towards that. Whatever. Super Wits and Wagers, Superheroes vs. Supervillains. I'm looking forward to that. And Warsaw. This is a game that's not going to get a lot of buzz. Just isn't. It was originally called Capital, and I reviewed it. I really liked the game a lot. Now it's called Warsaw City of Ruins. Oink will be there. People always run for Oink games, just as a heads up. They'll be selling a lot of these small games. I know nothing about any of the 4 of these games except that everyone's going to go gaga over them. They've done some really great ones, and they've done some that are meh. Osprey Games. Let's see what they're selling. The new version of High Society, a classic game, and then some other demos. Panda Cult Games. Pandasaurus. We'll be demoing a pile of games. What are they selling? The Game. That looks like the new artwork one that they're putting in Target. So they'll have a very limited number. So yeah, some people probably run for those, I guess. Illusion. The Mind. I expect The Mind to sell out. Minerva. I don't know much about that one. Oh, this is one. Nyctophobia. I think this one people might go for too and run for this one just because it's unique, it's memory, it has that, that cover which is scary as all get out. Let's take a look here. Fleecing Olympics from Passport. What does that mean? You're like robbing from Zeus? Like, hey, Zeus, buy this. Huh. It's very cartoony artwork. Looks like they're gambling. I feel like maybe they told me about this one and I'm just forgetting it. I don't dislike that artwork, that's for sure. It's almost Disney-fied. All right, what's Pegasus Spiel got for sale? Dragon Master. All right. Gamer Over. Oh, yeah, this is the one where a video reviewer has been murdered. Yay! But I heard it's based on one of the video reviewers from France, so I feel better now. Or from Germany. Round the World. Talisman Legendary Tales. Huh. I haven't heard about this one. Let's take a look. So it's a game based on Talisman. Let's see here. Let's look at the back of the box. Huh. Be careful you don't turn into a toad. You can play adventures solo. You're just rolling through with dice. I'm very curious about this. Like how is it like? I mean, I don't like Talisman, but is this a better, shorter game? Who's the designer? Michael Palm and Lucas Zack. Huh. Well, that's interesting. I would not have noticed that one. I'm glad that I've saw this one. So that's neat. So that's from Pegasus. Let's see, Pencil First Games. Pendragon has Hexamonia and Waterloo. So those are, I think Waterloo is a bigger type game. Peterson Games, Cthulhu Wars, more stuff for Cthulhu Wars, and also Evil High Priest, and Evil High Priest Blood Ceremony, and Gorantha the Gods War, and Gorantha the Gods War Empires, and wow, they're selling a lot of different things there. Startropolis, again, is another demo I like to point out from them. I played Startropolis back in the day, and it's very unique and interesting. I considered it for Dice Tower Essentials. Phalanx is selling the new Hannibal and Hamilcar, which I believe is the new Hannibal vs. Carthage game. Peacekeeper has Gearworks, the regular and deluxe version. And Plaid Hat is selling some new Ashes stuff. They're demoing Comanauts, which they just announced like a couple days ago, which sounds really cool. It sounds like it is the Mice and Mystics for adults. Not Mice and Mystics. Stuffed Fables for adults is what I meant. A lot of new Crystal Clans factions, Guardians. Well, that's for sale there. Oh, now that's going to be interesting. I didn't realize that one's going to be for sale. Well, that's going to be one people run for, I would guess. It's Plaid Hat. Fewer than 200 copies will be available for purchase. All right, well, that's really cool. That's neat. They have Spectre Apps and Starship Samurai, but I think both those are widely available, so that's not as, I mean, they're cool, but we'll see. Plan B Games has Century Eastern Wonders. People will want to get that. Player Entertainment has Costume Party Assassins. I've been looking for this one for a while, waiting for this one to come out. I think they showed this to me 3 years ago, I believe is when they showed me this game. So I'm glad to see it finally coming out. Palm Island and Planetoid. I don't know much about Palm Island. This is from Portal Dragon. I don't believe I know much about Portal Dragon as a company. Oh, okay, I see. Apparently the game you are playing it in your hand. In the car. All right. That's not an awful idea if it works. That's a gimmick, right? Let's hope that the game is good too. Portal Games, Detective. I played a case in Detective Modern Crime board game, and I think this one is another one that people really want to get. The Amazons, oh, they're just demoing this stuff. Okay. The new Oregon Trail game. This is a new one. Now, I know the original Oregon game was awful, right? And it's from Pressman, same company. This one, though, is designed by Daryl Anders, and he told me it is not awful like the first one, which, of course, as a designer, of course, he's going to say, but it looked better, right? And I find that interesting that the same company is making another Oregon Trail game. This one, though, of course, is called Oregon Trail Game Journey to Willamette Valley. Let's see here. The Great War. There's more expansions here. This is PSC. This is all wargamey stuff. Queen Games doesn't have anything new there, no, but they will have Luxor there. So this is one I think people go. This is one of the games that was nominated for the Spiel. And then they got some of their Queenies. These are little mini expansions that you can add in. So 4 of them, all for Luxor. Merlin. Although, again, this one's kind of odd that this one's on the list because Merlin's been out for a while with a bunch of Queenies, Pioneers. Also, Queenies and Skylands are just demoing that. So nothing really new except for Luxor from them if you haven't seen that one yet. Quinnet has the new Carson City big box. I do like Carson City. I don't know how much different this one is. That says multilingual second edition. It says 2015 on there, though. So I think that's the one I already have. But if you never had a chance to get it, that's Carson City with everything. And then the card game, which sounds interesting. And La Cosa Nostra, Guns for Hire. Man, this one's been... I've taken this game to my meetup now like 6 times. It just never gets played for whatever reason. You know, there's always a bunch of games and they get played, and I keep like, we got to play this. This is the expansion, but I still haven't played the base game for it yet. Rather Dashing has Wakening Lair, which I just got. Looks interesting. Ravensburger has the new Jurassic Park game. It's kind of an interesting one. Isn't that one available in stores everywhere, though? Red Raven is demoing Haven, Megaland, and then they'll have the new Near and Far expansion, which is one that you should check out. I did a review of that. Renegade has Altiplano. I fully expect Altiplano to sell out. That's a pretty popular game. Arboretum, oh, this new version is so beautiful. Circus Puppy, it's a dexterity style game. Clank in Space Apocalypse. That's the first time I believe this is available, so a lot of people will probably go for that one. Explorers of the North Sea, expansion. This one here, Gunkimono. This game is fantastic. You're definitely going to want to check this one out. I highly recommend it. Junk Orbit. This is a game that you'll be seeing me and Sam review as a Miami Dice next week. Didn't expect to, but we played it and wanted to talk about it. I don't really like Lucidity. I really feel like it's not that good of a game at all. And I gave it to Z and I said, Z, tell me what I'm missing in this game. I'm not going to tell you anything about my experience. I want you to play it. And he had the same problems I did. Prowler's Passage, Sabotage, Spy Club. Man, Renegade ain't fooling around. There's a ton of games. T-Dragon Society, I think this is one of the new ones. Wendaki. Yeah, there's a lot of these games. I've played, going through these, let's see, I've played Altiplano, which is fantastic. The Clank Mummy's Curse expansion is good. I played this one. I played Junk Orbit. I don't like Lucidity. I played Sabotage. I thought it was okay. Yeah, there's a lot there I haven't played. Resonim Visitor. Visitor in Blackwood Grove. Oh, I clicked on the publisher name. Sorry, not the board game. I was like, what? All right. A spaceship crashes. Well, that makes it look like a party game. The cover looks cool. Some objects can get through. Oh, the secret rule. It's one of those games. I see. So I like that game, trying to figure out the secret rule, things that contain metal. So that's interesting. I'm not opposed to that. Restoration game as Dinosaur Tea Party. I find it interesting that Dinosaur Tea Party and T-Dragon Society games. So who has better tea, dragons or dinosaurs? I'm telling you, these two games are going to get compared. Downforce, a new racetrack game. We're doing a review of that today. You'll see the new track going out. But I'm not reviewing it, neither is Sam or Z. Fireball Island will be demoing that, so people will be going there to demo that for sure. Rio Grande Games has Northern Pacific. They're just demoing a couple games. Rock Manor has the new Brass Empire. The Brass Empire expansion. Yeah, okay, never mind. Roxley, I'm sorry, I'm getting mixed up. Brass will sell out, period. I think, unless they bring in a whole ton of them. There's a lot of games. Brass, the new Brass Lancashire, which is the original Brass, and the new one, I think they're fairly similar, but I think they're going to do very well. Also, Dice Throne Season 2, they'll be demoing that, probably selling the first one. Smith's of Winter Forge, I'm looking forward to trying this one out. It's interesting, there's a lot of games about smithing. I just got one that I thought was this game, but it's not. It's a different smithing game. Beast of Balance. Yeah, Beast of Balance, such a great game. It was on sale on Amazon on their Prime Day, but I already have it. But this one here adds battles where you can go up against other players. I'm very curious to see what it does. I'm very pumped about trying this one out. And When in Rome, oh, they were showing me this game at UK Games Expo, and for some reason it's slipping my mind exactly how that one works. Shoot Again Games is making Bigfoot vs. Yeti. I'm going to go with Bigfoot. Because Yeti just looks like they're insane. Bigfoot looks like he's just misunderstood. Oh, I have Visitor. They sent it to me, someone says. Oh, yeah. Well, there you go. I don't see it on my shelf over there, so maybe it was already unboxed. Sometimes games come through, and I don't remember them, and Sam and Z snack them up, and then I don't see them again. I see people here are guessing on what Restoration Games announcement will be at the Dice Tower. This is one of the announcements that I know what it is, and while people may come close to guessing what it is, no one is going to guess what it is exactly. And there's two things I think are really going to surprise people about it. The Stonebound Saga from Sky Kingdom Games. Well, let's take a look at this one. It's cost $60, so this better be like a rockin' looking game. Oh, well, hang on. Well, that's cool looking. That's all the components. Was this on Kickstarter? I feel like it was. I like the cover. I like the components and the look of them. I'm not sure I like those cards and the board. That doesn't look as good to me there. Well, we'll see. We'll see. I'm going to withhold judgment on that one. Slugfest Games, more Red Dragon. Smirk and Daggers is bringing back Roll for Your Life Candyman. That's hilarious. If you've never heard of this game, it's basically a play on Candyland, and you go through and you're fighting each other and smash each other's arms, and you actually rip pieces of you like have a piece of paper that has your stats, and you rip, if your arm gets destroyed, you rip the arm off your paper. It's stupid fun. Towers of Madness, of course, was one of my favorite ones I'm looking forward to. This is Kerplunk. Let me see if I can show you. It's Kerplunk with Rules of Madness. Let me see. Here we go. Look at this. That's cool. Just looking at that, I think this one's going to sell. All they have to do is put this up, and people are going to come by and buy it, right? That's just a really cool way that looks, and you're trying not to get Madness marbles to fall down. I'm really pumped about that. Hey, we're getting close to the end. We're at the Smirk and Dagger, now Smirk and Laughter. Same company, but just the games Not So Fast, Koi, and before there were Stars. Soaring Rhino has a bunch of demos, and Shifting Realms is a game. I'll probably review that one a week or two after GenCon. Not a big fan of it. Space Cowboys is demoing a game. Starling Games, which is another name for Game Salute, has a couple games. Steve Jackson has Blob Lobber. Bob Lobber. Bob Lob Lob. Illuminati. This is one I think I might go out of my way to get. Even if I don't play it, I think I'm just going to open it up and read the rules, because I never actually played the classic Illuminati. I played the Illuminati card game, the INWO, I believe, in New World Order. Bunch of Munchkin stuff. Stoneblade has a new Ascension. My review for that is going up this week. And You Gotta Be Kidding Me, Deluxe Edition. Oh yeah, I played that. I reviewed that one, but not one of that. People are going to like that little cute tin. My Little Scythe is going to sell out there. Oh my goodness. And Scythe, The Rise of Fenris. Amazing. My review is going up for this week. I played through the whole campaign. I love it. I'm kind of spoiling my talking about it. But yes, that review is going up Friday of this week. But Stonemaier Games is hot. Both of these are going to sell out. Strange Machine Games, Robotech, Attack on SDF-1. Is Robotech having a resurgence that 4 different companies, I think, are making games based on it? This isn't showing much. I think this is the one I saw. Isn't she, because of this, I decided to go back and read the first book. Isn't she, Min-Mei, the most annoying character in a book ever? Well, actually, Rick Hunter's not too far off. Let me skip the point of view of these two characters. Stronghold Games. Let's see. Fist of Dragonstones, the Tavern Edition. I just got the new version of that. That's pretty cool. You could skip Gold Fever. Kitchen Rush, Memoir, Nimble, Paper Tales. This is a great one. And Z says the expansion is also quite good. Spring Meadow is one of the ones I'm looking forward to. I haven't seen this one yet. Why does it have a video thing there? Oh, it goes to an overview, rules, and explanation. Oh, that's pretty neat. I haven't even noticed those. And the Prelude. That Prelude and Spring Meadow are the two things I want to get from Stronghold for sure. Tasty Minstrel is Chimera Station. If you never played it, highly recommend it. Flow of History, pretty cool. Jungla, Trade on the Tigress, 140 copies, and so those will probably sell pretty quickly. City of Games is a City of Kings. They're just demoing it? Huh. They're not selling it? I guess they've run out already. More demos. Thunderglyph, Dead Men's Doubloons. That was a game that we got at Essen reviewed. I think it was at PAX too. And Spirits of the Forest. This one looks pretty. I think Sam reviewed this one. Thunderworks has the new expansion for Role Player. Get it. It's amazing. It looks like they're demoing a couple other games. Twin City Games has Dino Dunk. Dino Dunk. All right, what do we got here? Competitive dexterity game. Well, it's flicking. I'm back in, baby. I do like flicking games. US Appley has Blank Slate, which I just got. Looks like a fun party game. And this Fantastic Beasts Perilous Pursuit. I think this one will do well also because of the IP it's based on. Samurai Jack, I just got that. I'm looking forward to trying that out. Gemstone Mining, that's just demoing. Super Mario Brothers Power-Up Card Game Underwater Edition. That's a really long name. The Big Score from Van Ryder Games. I like the idea of this one. There's card drafting, hand management, trying to get a lot of money. Let's take a look at the game itself. That looks neat. And I like the artwork. Hacker, Greaseman, Driver, Conman, Gunman, Muscle. You're not very useful if you're going to wear a mask and no one else is. The Ice Queen, the Sultan. Are those the people you work for? I don't know that I would. Yeah, who wants to be a bad guy and work for these people? Victory Point game has an expansion for Nemo's. War White Wizard game is selling the new Star Realms Frontiers. That one's going to do well. I think you'll see a review from Sam on that one very soon. WizKids has a bunch of new games. Arise, a game of Eldritch Contortions. Now, no joke, if you have not heard about this one, this is Cthulhu Twister. I think. Let me double check, but I'm pretty sure that's what it is. That is what it is. I don't know what to tell you. That is like, hey, Twister, a game that you never want to play because it's really hard for you to bend over and it looks gross and disgusting and all that jazz. What if we add Cthulhu? That is such a small market, I think. I don't know. Maybe it will sell well, but all right, let's see. Doppelganger, Fury of Dracula. Now, this one will sell. People are really going to go crazy for this one. The 3rd/4th edition. It's interesting that they have the same cover and all that stuff. I'm not sure what they're changing in it exactly. But, yeah, people love Fury of Dracula. And Maiden's Quest. SEAL Teams Flicks. I'll be reviewing this one again probably after Gen Con, but just quick buzz. It's a flicking game mixed with one of the most complex. It's the most complex flicking game I've ever played, which I think is a bad idea to mix those two together. And this one, Star Trek Galactic Empires, Rules of Acquisition. Very pumped about this one. It doesn't look like much. It's a bad cover, but the idea of the Ferengi trading back and forth, and this is a reprint of. It's a reprint of another game, Fantasy Market, which I really liked. Wonder Forge has big money. Save the Day game, The Incredibles. Oh, that's interesting. Villainous, which I just got in today, so hope to play that one soon. Yeah, blow it. I like the name of that one, and I like the packaging. Yeah, nope. Oh, my kids are going to want this game. It's that stuff, those pillows, it's the hot rage now where you rub them one way and it shows a message and then you rub them the other way. So it looks like that's the way this box is. It's yeah, then you do it nope. Wyvern Gaming has Short Order Hero, which looks like you're a fry cook. Bunch of demos, XYZ. Z-Man Games has the new Choose Your Own Adventure, House of Danger. Check it out, lots of fun. Condottiere, they're demoing. This is like the 5th version of it, I think, at this point. Faye, History of the World. Lowlands is a great game. You want to check that one out. Mizuik. Huh. And then the new Pandemic 10th Anniversary. It's not going to be for sale there, but people are going to be very excited to try this one out for sure, or to go look at it. I'm going to go look at it and say, is this $100? That's what I want to know about. Race to Newfoundland. That's a big Euro-style game. And the new Taj Mahal will be there for demoing. Not for Eric, though, since he put that on his... Did he put that on his overrated games list? I can't remember. And finally, Zephyr Workshop, Aegis, combining robot strategy game. Huh, that looks interesting. And there you go. We've gone through the whole list. Want to do a nice shout out to Eric Martin, who put this together on Board Game Geek for us. So what I'm going to do at this point, before we close up here, if anyone has any questions specifically about Gen Con, I will try to answer them as briefly as I can, and then we're going to shut this down so I can get back to recording all the reviews for next week. So let's see here. Any questions about Gen Con specifically? I'll answer them. I hope to see you guys there. Once again, we're going to have a booth. Our booth is 2835. Stop by our booth, see us, buy promos, try out the giant dice tower, maybe win a prize, get some free baggies for your games you just bought. Lots of cool reasons to stop by. Tom sort of flew through the list. Well, yeah, of course, because I didn't want to be here for 3 hours. Food advice for GenCon. A, if you know you're going to go, make reservations. That's what we're doing, making reservations. B, take time to walk a block or two, and you'll get out of the massive crowds of people who are eating right there. Yes, I'm not going to go an hour north of Indianapolis to get the best milkshakes in the U.S. And also, I don't believe they're the best milkshakes because you've never had the milkshakes from Robert is Here down here in Homestead, which I believe are the best shakes in America. I'm excited about the new Martin Wallace game, Lincoln. I don't know much about it. It's supposed to be like a few acres of snow. Probably. Will anyone else from the Dice Tower be there? I'll be there. Sam will be there. Z, Eric, Mandy, Suzanne, Jason, Kenny, Derek, Rob Searing, Geislinger, Gary Pope, Mike DeLucio, Mike Austin. Mike DeLucio is our solo game. Mike Austin's the Board Game News, and Mike Parkinson is the guy on Board Game Breakfast who themes everything Simpsons. And there's several other people who are going to be there. I'm going to forget everyone, so we'll have a list up probably somewhere. What hats am I taking to GenCon? I have not decided yet. I got tickets for the live show, but it wouldn't let me get tickets for my kids since they don't have badges. Can they still go? I don't know. I would bring them with you and see if we have extra seats at the end maybe, but yeah, I don't think that's possible. Again, that's probably GenCon's rules. How early should you get to the Dice Tower to have a decent seat? Well, you'll be able to see pretty well anywhere in there, so I mean, you don't need to get there that early, but people literally line up like an hour early, and I don't think that's because of Dice Tower. I think people just like lining up an hour and get the good seats. FFG, that's true. We don't know what Final Fantasy is going to be doing because they will announce their stuff like when they get there. I would be shocked if they don't have the new second wave of X-Wing there. They're going to probably have some game there that they haven't announced at all, and a couple of the games that they've been announcing over the last several months, they'll probably have some early copies of them here. But yeah, they've been very, very quiet, but their booth is going to definitely be crowded. I'm sure they'll have some new stuff for sale. Do you have a favorite hotel lobby to play games in? I usually play them in the Hyatt Regency, which is where I stay. And I can play them either in the lobby or on the second floor. I heard that one of the hotels has a free open gaming thing, so I may go check that out. If Suzanne is there who's running GenCon, she's still running it, even though she's there. Yeah, we're not going to probably be doing stuff. We're not streaming live from the convention, so there's going to be a lot of things that we don't do. And GenCon keeps us really busy. There's never like any downtime. At Origins, there was a good chunk of downtime. Did I say Final Fantasy? I meant Fantasy Flight. Sorry about that. I don't know why. I do that a lot. Will we be at MeepleCon in Vegas? We'll see. I don't think we'll be at MeepleCon. Let's see here. Your guess for the best received game debuting at GenCon? Do not know. I haven't a clue what will be the best received game. Like, what's the hottest game at GenCon? I don't know. It could be a lot of different things at this point in time. There's no single game that's like getting the buzz of GenCon beforehand. It could be Azul for all I know, since it just won the Spiel. What's up with Upper Deck not posting their releases? Yeah, some companies just don't post their releases. No. I turned it off by accident. Sorry about that. Lost audio when my phone buzzed it off. My phone vibrated, and when I went to grab my phone, I accidentally turned off my mic. Sorry about that, folks. So I don't remember what I was talking about up to that point. Oh, I was saying that a lot of companies haven't submitted their games, but there's already like 300 games. I think we're good talking about them. Oh, do you think Root will sell it fast? Did I even mention Root? Root will sell it like a crazy. Root might be the hottest game there, for all I know. There will not be a Dice Tower stream at GenCon Online. GenCon itself is going to be streaming this year on Twitch, and Board Game Geek will be streaming, and we couldn't find any way that we could stream and run our booth and do everything else that we do there. It's just not possible to do them all. Any chance Dice Tower is coming to PAX Unplugged this year? Yes, we plan to. All right, well, I guess that's pretty much all the questions about GenCon. We'll talk more about it. Anyway, 2835 is the number to remember. It's 4 times 7 and then 5 times 7. Anyhow, thanks, guys, for watching the live stream. That's what we have about GenCon. You'll see some more videos from me, Sam, and Z this week about GenCon and some more stuff going on. Until next time, I'm Tom Bassel, and you've been watching live coverage or live preview for GenCon. See you next time.
Thanks so much for watching the Dice Tower videos. Find more great videos and reviews, as well as our top-rated audio podcast at Dicetower.com. You can also find other great shows at Dicetowernetwork.com. I'm Eric Summerer, and you've been watching The Dice Tower. The Dice Tower is sponsored by Cool Stuff Inc., where you can find great games for great prices. Cool stuff in stock. Check them out at CoolStuffInc.com.